Hello and welcome to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be taking a look at an upcoming game. This is Every Day We Fight, and this is going to be launching into Steam Early Access on July 10th. But I was sent a preview code by the publishers, Hooded Horse, so thanks very much for that. What is it? I would put it in the genre of XCOM-likes. It definitely has similarities to that, but there's also some key differences here as well. It's quite interesting. It brings in some of the gameplay mechanics from Phoenix Point, where you're kind of manually aiming your weapons, like almost like an FPS, but it is turn-based action. And it also has roguelike and time travel elements as well, like, failure is an option, and in fact it's part of the story sometimes to help you sort of progress and learn new things. It's I liked it a lot. I've played I don't know exactly how long this preview is, but I played sort of about the first 45 minutes, the first mission essentially, and really liked it. So let's take a look at it from this beginning now. We will do the tutorial because it kind of explains a lot of the background and story elements, but I won't linger too much on the tutorial messages because, as I say, I've kind of played it a bit and picked up the mechanics to an extent. So I'm going to start a new game.
We're the last three left.
While our countries were at war, the Rifters came. They wanted Elixium, a substance we didn't even know we had.
They put a dome over the city. Suddenly, almost everyone was frozen. Right where they were. Just a few of us were left. We don't know why.
But we formed the Thorns to fight back. Not soldiers, just ordinary people.
The Rifters killed most of us, one by one.
But there's another survivor, Dr. Selena Faber. We think the Rifters are holding her prisoner at her lab, forcing her to enhance their technology.
If we can get to her, maybe we can find a way to defeat the Rifters, send them back where they came from.
It's humanity's last hope.
Let the intro play out.
What the hell just happened?
Normally when it's that bright, I'm hungover.
Are we dead? Because heaven was supposed to be nicer.
We were trying to get to Dr. Faber's lab.
Yeah, we smacked into a bunch of rifters.
And everything went white.
Oh, what the hell? There's more?
Dylan, look out!
Okay, combat.
Damn it!
So another thing it kind of brings in is this kind of nod to like tabletop D&D, in that every turn each character gets a reaction. So during the enemy's turn you get the opportunity to do something. So in this case I can scramble, so if I trigger that I'll run to the point it's indicated. It just means that as they're firing on Dylan here, he can just jump into cover here, which I think is a really cool thing. There is cover, so there's full and half cover that kind of reduces the enemy's chances to hit. It's not based on percentage chance though, unlike XCOM. I'm not quite sure how the enemy does it, but I presume it's like how much of your model is visible perhaps, because if we see now with Dylan, if I hit right click we'll go into aim mode, and we can see now I can move this around. I can actually, I don't know if it'll let me do it because it hasn't introduced the concept yet, but if I, usually when you hit left shift it will actually, you'll hold a breath and focus in a little bit more. But I think because it hasn't been introduced to us yet, we can't do that. It says left shift in the top. I guess it's not quite been introduced yet. So let's just do that. We'll take him out. We've got 21 AP still. You can't see any other enemies, so let's just come out of that
My
view.
turn. I got something for these sons of bitches.
Now, in the preview that I played, there aren't any hotkeys yet, so everything is kind of done by clicking on the icon, so we'll have to do that. We'll chuck a grenade over here to these two. Now, they also have the opportunity to run, but can they get far enough? This one did.
One still standing.
So we're
Leave
going
it
to
me.
move to
Just
the
need to
indicated
get a
spot
better
with Vivian
angle.
here, who is equipped as our sniper on this occasion, so I'll right-click. So we can actually swap shoulders so she can get a clear view on this. She's out of ammo, so we'll reload. That's going to take some AP.
That's what I'm talking about.
And now, so she can hold her breath and zoom in a little bit. I'll try and get a headshot on this guy there. There we go.
Nice work, Viv. Now let's make sure we're alone.
We end the turn with enter. Let's just get...
Nope, we're not out of the woods yet.
So another one's run in. We're going to get another scramble. Let's bring him into this full cover.
That is not gonna happen.
There's another one. Okay. Oh, we got a bit lucky not to take damage there. Is he going to get another shot? No. Oh, combat and action points. Yeah, so it's a fairly familiar concept, I think, to anyone who's played these kind of turn-based tactical games. You can see at the bottom here how many action points each one has. Each action has a certain number of action points, such as reloading, punching, moving. The further you move, the more points it is. I can rotate the camera. I can also do that with middle mouse. Let's just get rid of that. I can zoom in a little bit. Let's do that. So what we're doing with Dylan, we can maybe come here and get a decent shot on this guy while still maintaining some level of cover. So let's do that. We'll go into shoot mode. Let's zoom in a little bit on the back of this guy so we can focus our shot a little bit. I don't have enough AP for another shot, so that's it for Dylan's turn. But we have moved this guy away. He's gone all the way over there. Is that it for my turn? No, because I've got other characters. So Vivian's going to need to reload. So she's got 17 left. I think it's... How many is it for her to fire? Does it say anywhere? Off the top of my head, from memory, I think it's 10. Oh, there it says in the middle of the screen, 10 shots. So I can move up to 7. I'm not getting any visibility lines there. That's 5. Yeah, I don't think she can really get an angle on this guy. How many is that? There's too many, I think. Oh, that might do it. It looks like she's got a visibility line. Let's try it. Is it through the sandbags? Oh, I'm trying to swap shoulders and it's not doing it. I guess that's... Yeah, okay. It makes sense. I mean, I thought maybe there'd be a gap in the sandbags, but no. We'll leave her there for now, but I do have Leo. 25. So if he moves... I don't want to expose him too much. I mean, can he see them from where he is now? He can see this guy. I don't know how to change the fire mode is the thing on this. I think it's saying it's on full auto if I look in the bottom right. But regardless, as long as I've got AP, I'll be able to sort of shoot at this guy. I'll change my aim depending on where he's moving. There we go. So I've got 2 AP left. So that's his turn over, basically. Vivian's got 10, but she can't do anything. So let's just end turn. Do I want to scramble Dylan? Where could he scramble to? He could get into this full cover, actually. Maybe that's worth doing. He did get hit. I feel like Leo has probably got the best thing. I think it was saying on the action points that up to 3 action points get held over for the next time. So I don't think it fully regenerates. I can't remember exactly how many you get back. It might depend on base stats on the characters. But that looks good. We're really going to need to land one shot on this guy, and he should go down. Let's... don't think I'll need to hold breath. Area cleared.
I still want to
So-
know where that light was. Last I checked, Rifts don't use flash tactics.
Figure it out later. Let's just get to the lab.
So there was, the first time I loaded into the
That
preview, there
rifter
was...
back there nailed your arm pretty good, huh?
Ah, it's a scratch.
So,
Oh.
we're still good to rescue Dr. Faber?
Do we even know she's alive?
The Rifters have tech we were designing in the lab. She must be building it for them. So she's alive.
Logical, I guess. Just seems like a long shot is all.
What isn't?
Okay, so I was about to say, the first time I loaded into the preview, there was another cutscene that kind of explained even more about the backstory. So if I can find that again, what I'll do is when I come to edit this, I'll put it before the thing starts up, so you'll have a chance to see it. Hopefully that's the case. If not, basically there was an alien invasion.
shit.
Most
Damn
people got
bridge
frozen.
blocked. Let's shoot the Van's gas
For
tank.
some
See what
reason
it
we
does.
didn't. But yeah, hopefully we'll find out a bit more about the wheres and whys of that as the game progresses. So also to say that another thing this game does is sort of quite similar to the recent trend of these types of games to
Well,
have
that
like
worked.
real-time
Let's go.
exploration. So, for example, things like Mutant Year Zero, Miasma Chronicles did something similar.
Oh,
It's
hey.
a mechanic I
Bandages.
like.
It's my lucky day.
I like this
Let's
sort
see
of
if we
mix it
can't
like
patch
that.
you up.
So we're going to heal Dylan here with the bandages we just picked up. Might as well lead with him. You can tab at any time to lead with a different character. You can also, although we'll get to it a bit later when they introduce the concept, but you can kind of split them up,
So,
sneak around and set up
Vivian.
ambushes and stuff
You work for Dr. Faber.
to trigger at a certain time. But it'll
Did you
introduce
ever
us
meet
to
her?
that
My team gave a presentation.
in a bit.
She asked the most terrifying, out of left field, why didn't we think of that questions? I managed to answer some, so she put me on her team. My lord, she's smart.
I guess we better save her then.
Mess reminds me of my sister's bedroom.
We're gonna have to find a way around all this.
Or through it. Somehow. With a big enough explosion, this comes down.
Yeah, so there you'll find like cracked walls and stuff around, so when you see those, they can be broken through if you've got the right tools or environmental things, such as we're going to see in a second.
I think we could shoot that gas tank.
Like
And
this.
that makes a hole in the wall.
So let's shoot with Vivian. While not in combat, press left shift when prompted to hide and cover. Okay. Who have I got? Let's Leo. Let's take Vivian. So left shift to this. We can aim. We're gonna. When you're in cover, you can press W to lean forward, which we're done. We'll hold breath to zoom in a little bit.
That is a very satisfying bit of controlled demolition.
So like I said, it does a lot of interesting things. I mean,
Ever have
it's
the same dream
a number
more
of
than
things that you see
I
in other
dreamed
games,
this
but
was all a
no
dream,
games that kind of
and I
tie
woke
it all
up,
together in one package,
everything
which
was
is
okay.
which is
once? I dreamed I was a rift once, and I knew what Elysium was. Wish I still remembered.
One thing I will say is this jump animation looks a bit strange, but like I said, it's not even in early access yet. It's not going to be in early access for another couple of months, so hopefully things like that hopefully just get a little bit more polished.
You ever wonder what they felt when they froze?
I hope they didn't know it was coming. I hope they're not still there, looking out their eyeballs, which they can't move.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Dylan. Of course they're not still there. That's horrible.
Dome. Frozen people. The way the rifters can make holes in the air. Can't see a pattern.
Maybe there is no pattern, just a big, universal, colossal mess.
There's always a pattern. They just don't want you to see it.
You're one of those tinfoil hat conspiracy guys, aren't you?
Don't knock tinfoil hats. Dome didn't freeze me, did it?
Were you wearing one when the dome went up?
Well, no. I could have been.
Alright, let's move into the next set piece.
Guys, rifters in the parking lot. Engineers.
And guardians. But inside, who knows?
We better take these ones out so they don't follow us inside.
You know, gas canisters don't only work on walls. Just saying.
Gotta say, Leo, sometimes you're not a complete tool.
Only sometimes. Alright, so they've kind of in story terms, they've kind of taken the ambush out of our hands and launched the attack, but that's fine. They're going to teach about Overwatch, which I managed to bungle the first time I took this. But basically, we can lay this down, and we can set like a cone in a certain area. And
This way's covered.
when someone wanders into it, we'll get the chance, like a reaction, again, like the scramble thing that we saw already, to, so what is it saying? Cost both AP and a reflex action. So your reflex action, so like your, the scramble thing, instead we can use it to fire in Overwatch. Which is kind of cool.
Now let's wait and see what they do.
Is that the end of the turn? I think it is, because maybe these guys already fired on the canisters. So this guy's going to run in, so I've got to remember to press the right key this time, which I messed up before. Okay, so we can do this. Oh no, I did it again! In my brain, holding the right mouse button is zoom. And in this game, it cancels you out the Overwatch. Oh well. It's alright, I'm sure we'll be fine. I was fine last time I did that.
Damn it!
Dylan's in full cover, so actually I'm going to ignore this. Well, or is he? Is he, though? Can I scramble into this cover? I might do that. I know he's sort of running past the open ground. Oh, he took a bit of damage.
Shit. Careful, Dylan. Fuck's sake.
Let's clear him out of the lot. Let's not have any more surprises.
So if he was to come here, I think he'd get a pretty good bead on this guy. So let's do that. Let's go to fire mode. Breath, zoom in a bit.
Another one down.
So he's out of AP now, so that's his turn. What else have we got? We got Vivian, a little sniper. She might have a decent shot on this guy. I think I can dome him from here, to be honest. She needs to reload. Right, I reckon I can get that. Okay. She's down to 3 APs. I think I can move her into full cover though, so we'll do that. And then we've got Leo. What do we got? So this guy's probably going to fire at Dylan, but he's in cover. Don't have any grenades. I could put another Overwatch down, perhaps. Even move him, say, behind this full cover, and then do so. And when this guy moves, which I'm sure he will,
Watch
get a
it
chance
for
to fire on him this time. Okay. Let's do it right this time. We've got a couple of hits in. And the big guy's moving in too. Is he going to get shots? Ooh, ooh. Okay. Concerning.
Shit!
Do I want to scramble Vivian? No, let's see it take a chance on that. Oh, okay, got one hit in. So Leo, we're in a bit of a sticky situation here. Can he hit that guy? He might be able to. That's one
Shit
down.
hit down.
And you can mix and match AP like actions as well. So I've shot, I can now move, which is probably a good idea. Let's go there. I'll leave off Leo for now in case this guy ends up moving somewhere else. So with Dylan, maybe I could bring him to here and then shoot this guy in the back. I mean, maybe he might be able to shoot the guy from here.
We got more rifters coming.
There he goes.
Let's not hold back.
I'll do a reload. Now, can Vivian get an angle on this guy? 8. She's got to reload, unfortunately, so that leaves her with 14. She can move 4. see this guy. Could she get... She might
Ready
be able...
for them here?
She might be able to get a shot on him. And same with Leo. Let's just... We'll set up an Overwatch.
I'll cover this way!
Hopefully get him as he
What
moves.
is
Oh,
that thing?
You think you'll kill me again? Huh?
What son of a...
sucks to be us. But it's all okay.
Okay. Hey, Thorns. Threat eliminated.
Are we alive? I could swear I just got killed.
I mean, I guess I'm alive because everything hurts.
That weird rifter shows up and mocks us. Then boom!
Yeah. When the hell did they learn English? And why did it say again?
Also, we're not in the parking lot anymore. And it's a bright sunny day.
We'll figure it out. Right now, we gotta get to the lab and rescue Dr. Faber, right?
And find us some more guns.
Dylan's still
Seem
hurt
to
though.
have misplaced ours.
Are you wounded again, Dylan? How'd you get hurt?
We all got killed, remember? Why aren't you hurt?
Yeah, but the exact same wound?
Yeah, there's something going on with like the time travel mechanics and stuff.
Strange.
I don't have any clear answers based
We
on the
already
amount
blow
of the
up
game
that
I've
bad?
played, but hopefully we'll
We
get
can
some.
shoot it again, I guess.
Right, Dylan, why don't you pop, pop.
Let's move.
Get Dylan
Some
some
more
bandages.
And a grenade.
Weren't we here before?
Dylan can take the grenade
And it was
too.
just one set of bandages?
And we grabbed it, right? Why is anything here? That's weird, right?
Not as weird as we died, but we're not dead anymore.
Might as well use the same bandages. Bit of a waste, I suppose, but it does bring him up to full. So. I need to try and
I'm right, though, right?
find some
Karg
weapons
said
to use.
again.
Can I just jump down here?
Karg?
Yeah.
That's what I'm calling him, because he said, Karg, you won't kill me again.
I thought he was calling us Karg.
Point is, he thought we killed him before. I don't remember killing him. Do you?
There was a white light. I don't know.
Look, there's those guns we lost.
And there? Guess we don't have to blow a hole in the wall again.
You disappointed? Grab what you can carry and let's go.
So I don't know if it's alternate timelines or just moving around in sort of the order of time. I don't know. But let's equip them with the same weapons they had previously. Leo gets... no. Which one did he have? Oh, well, he's got this one now. Which one? Hailstorm. I think that's the same one he had. Let's give Leo a grenade as well. And I think Vivian's gun is up here.
Do you ever wonder if someone put chips in our brains? Now they're changing our memories.
No, Leo, that is not something I wonder.
The simplest explanation's always the best.
Now, when you come to upgrade them, they do have slightly different skill trees.
Guys,
So
the
I'm
bus
sure there's
isn't
going to be
where
like
it
an
was.
optimal
There's
like
no
way
way
to
we're
load
making that
out
jump now.
the characters.
What do you want to do?
I think Vivian does make a good sniper based on one of the things she's got. I can't remember. It'll introduce us to
That did
upgrades
it.
and stuff in
Come on.
time. Whoa. Oh. I keep pressing right button to try and move the camera around. It's actually holding down
There's
middle
our
mouse,
frozen
which
friends.
is
I
a
guess
bit
some
less
things don't change.
obvious to my fingers
Poor
at least.
souls. 1 minute you're putting your food in the freezer, then
Just
Then
Vivian,
you're
take it.
frozen.
Take the bandages.
Funny. I get it. Clever. Could we talk about something else, please?
I hope we're right, and Dr. Faber isn't frozen too.
Let's
You said
get...
the
Okay,
Rifters have
let's
stuff she
give
was
Vivian a
designing
grenade
in her
then,
lab.
so everyone's at least
So they
got
got to
one
be
grenade.
making it work for them, right?
Okay, guys, we're almost at the parking lot.
I think this is where we set up the ambush. I could be wrong. See what happens.
Our Rifter friends are patrolling differently.
But They don't seem to remember what happened.
I don't see that rift that killed us. Karg, was it?
Yeah, Karg. Glad it's catching on.
Let's just kill the ones that we can see. And be ready for Karg.
Gotta say, I'm glad they don't have eyes.
Yeah, but they sense us. And they'll lay into us before our pants hit our ankles.
Okay, stay low and quiet.
And spread out. Get them in a crossfire.
And maybe save some gas canisters for Karg.
So once we cross this blue line, we're sort of free to
Watch it.
sort of split the party. Let's just get everyone in. There we go. So how this works is these guys... Oh, yeah, maybe get more of a top-down view. So they have like a little sort of... And it is quite a small radius around them where they can detect you. Yeah, so you can see that if I was to go in there, it would start to detect me. That's okay. So let's hide Vivian here. Is Dylan individual? He is. Okay. We pop him because I want to shoot that fuel tank. Oh no, I've mantled. That's not. I meant to. Oh, so the radius starts to grow when they're around. Okay, that didn't happen before because I didn't get so close to them. And I'm going to pop Leo sort of back in this cover, ready to throw down some Overwatch down this. No, I did it again. You're pressing the wrong button. There we go. All right, so we want to sort of kick this off when he's right there.
Surprise, Rifters!
All right, let's switch to Vivian quickly. Oh God, she needs ammo. Did she hit it? Yeah.
That one's down.
Okay, so we'll go to Leo now. And what I shall do...
Glorious!
Can he? I don't like that, so what I'll do is I'll throw the Overwatch down that alley.
Keeping a watch here.
And... Oh, Dylan's still got quite a lot of AP. I might leave him there for now. Because this full cover does have a bit of an angle on it, so I think if anyone was to come in from here, he'd be a bit exposed. So let's just enter that. In the turn, I'm going to bring in my
That was
Overwatch. Is that it? Did I? Okay, maybe I only had enough for one shot. Oh, his bow. I didn't see them do Overwatch themselves before. Interesting. Didn't see them do that before. So I think what we'll do, I think we'll chuck a grenade down here. We've got these two. I think it seems to be sort of flat damage. As long as they're in the zone, they seem to take, the same amount, but they're going to run. So I try and do it so it kind of can potentially go around the corner. Okay, well, unfortunately we got the low health one. Now what's this countdown? This 2. Maybe that's how long the fire's going to last? I'm not sure. So I'll leave Leo for now. I could put another Overwatch down, potentially, but... So we got a guy there. Can Vivian actually get a shot on him, I wonder? Ooh. Does he need to reload? Oh no. Right. It's quite a tough shot, but I think there was enough of him exposed. Didn't kill him, but took off 3/4 of his health, so that's good. Dylan, slightly trickier. I could potentially move him there. Unfortunately, the cover thing does sort of hide the number. So I need to make that a bit clearer, I think, like how much you're moving. I think it's 10, which would give him 15, which is enough to put Overwatch down. So we're going. Oh, there he is. I mean, we can have a look at the shot. It's not too bad. Oh, he's actually got the auto gun. Okay. Okay, maybe we'll take this shot. So we actually got him. 1 AP left. He's in full cover, so I think we'll just leave that. I guess he's potentially exposed to this guy running through. What we could do is maybe sort of move Leo to here and maybe sort of put Overwatch to try and stop that happening. So if I sort of... okay, he hasn't got the range on that, unfortunately. Done it again. He can move 6. Is that... 6 takes into there, so actually that's okay. And then I'll chuck the Overwatch down on this doorway just to make sure he doesn't sort of try and flank Dylan. And I think we're done. I'm not sure if he actually hit Vivian. I don't think he did. I think Vivian's going to have a clear sight of you, so let's try that first. She's going to... Is she reload? Yeah, she's going to have to reload, as per the usual. Then... Can she switch shoulders? I think we got the shot. I don't know why it's coming up with an X, because I think not enough AP. Oh, because I was holding her breath. Ah. That's a hip fire it, but it seemed to be okay. Karg is on his way. Dylan might be okay to get around here, though. 11 leaves him 10. I think he can lean out of cover on here, so we'll do that. There we go, and then he's down. Now this time, I think we can get the drop on Karg. So if I move Leo somewhere a bit better. Just try and get him into cover. I could even try and throw down an Overwatch in case this guy comes down to fight us. Okay, that's probably about as much as I can do.
There it is.
Do I really have to kill you again? This time, stay dead.
Incoming!
Yeah, we're dodging this time.
You're outmatched. You can't win.
He really is shouting at us in English, right?
Really good English.
Let's shut it up then.
Ow!
So he's in the fire, so he's taking some... Oh, God.
You won't get past me.
Oh, okay, so he's chosen to hide right behind Vivian then. Which is interesting. She does have a grenade. So I think that... Well, who else has a grenade? Dylan's got a grenade. What does it cost to throw a grenade? 6 AP. So if he could get to, say, here with that remaining, I think he can. We'll lob a grenade at Carl.
Over there.
Oh, shit. Why is he going that way? Okay, well done, Dylan, I guess. I think the yellow line might be armor. Yeah, his armor, so that's good. I mean, he has got enough to take a shot, even holding his breath. Missed. Alright, we got Leo. He's gonna have to get in closer. 7 leaves him 18. I think that's pretty good. Not going to hold my breath. Let's try and get a couple of shots in here. What is it to shoot? 7, 14. Yeah, I could do this. I'm sure of one at least.
Got it.
Got him.
Down.
How did I let you kill me again?
We killed it before? When?
What? What's happening?
God damn, that hurt.
It's morning now. And we're back on the bridge?
I think we jumped back in time.
We what?
Jumped back to the last time we were here.
But Vivian, it's a different time of day. And totally different weather.
I don't know, maybe it's a different timeline, but earlier?
Okay. How?
Could be something to do with the dome. Or the portals. I don't know. Dr. Faber could tell us, I bet.
Then let's go get her. While I quietly freak out.
Well, we've lost our weapons again. Hopefully we can find them.
We get killed, go back to earlier. We kill Karg, and go back again.
We don't know if killing Karg was what made us go back. We've only killed him once.
What did you mean, we're jumping between different timelines?
If we were going back in time, everything would be exactly the same. But each time, something's different. Theory says there could be multiple timelines, all running parallel. The closest ones are like ours, mostly the same things happen. Farther out, things get weird.
Weird.
What? Nobody in the parking lot?
Where'd they all go?
Maybe Karg didn't like getting killed so much.
Hopefully they're not waiting for us inside that building. And hopefully Dr. Faber is.
Well, let's get inside before Karg changes his mind. He shows up.
Doesn't seem to be anything to pick up.
I'm starting to think we'll never get rid of these clumps of Elixium.
As near as I can tell, those incrustations are made of crystallized Elixium.
Try blowing them up. Nothing works.
I think the Rifters have some kind of frequency resonator that breaks them apart.
Like when someone sings real high and everyone's wine glasses break?
I think the Rifters are using something like that to clear the incrustations off their harvesters.
You think if we make one, we could make these ugly things go away?
Let's get back home. I have an idea.
Dun dun dun.
We don't have to make a frequency resonator. We can steal one from the rifts. I triangulated on some radio waves. They're coming from a frequency resonator like we need. I'm pretty sure it's at the Rugosa Hotel.
Well, we're not doing any good here in the sewers.
And if the timeline jumping stops, we die for real. So if we're gonna get killed, let's go now.
Okay, so we're kind of in our base. This is, I guess,
Okay,
probably where you
people.
come between missions.
Whatever
I
you
don't know
want to
if it's
use in
going to
the
be
rest.
something we can
When
work
Karg
on.
killed us, we went back to the shoreline. After we killed Karg, we started waking up on the bridge, closer to Faber Labs. If we kill Karg again, maybe we'll start waking up even later in the day.
Sure, let's roll the dice. What's the worst that can happen?
So I think we get told, as we start the next mission, that the pre-mission loadouts are somewhat randomized. I've just seen we've all got long-haul snipers. So 3 of these to choose from. I guess Leo takes the bandages. The previous time I did it, there were 2 long hauls and the shotgun thing. But we're all going to be snipers next mission by the look of it. Which is going to make it interesting. Okay, well, let's head up to the next mission. So we're going to here. I'm not sure what the red X's are. But this is, we do get the chance to sort of look at our quests. So, crystallized Elixium incrustations stand between the Thorns, which is our sort of resistance group. That's their sort of group title. And their hopes of reaching Dr. Selena Faber. But not all is lost. Vivian theorizes that by getting their hands on the frequency resonator the Rifters used to clear Elixium buildup from the harvesters, they could create a way of their own to get the encrusted masses out of the way. As far as she can tell, the unique signal they're after is emanating from somewhere within the Grand Ragosa Hotel. Weapons, we can see what everyone's got, and it's the same gun. There are, looks like there's mods available, which could be kind of cool. Sort of maybe change the way the guns function. I haven't had any yet to try out for myself. These are the skill trees. Let's have a quick look at, we'll get introduced to this very shortly, so let's not worry too much about that now. But let's go to this location. I guess just enter city, yeah?
There's the hotel. I figure they'll start shooting at us pretty soon.
I guess it's time to case the joint.
What's that mean?
Leo's seen too many old movies, is what it means.
It means we need to get up close and personal with the hotel so we don't get any surprises when we go in.
The signal I'm reading is pretty strong. Resonator's gotta be in there.
Okay, so I'll read this because this is kind of where I left off my previous play. So I'm less familiar with the concepts they're going to introduce now. The Thorns earn experience points for actions they perform. They level up upon reaching thresholds. They get 1 skill point each time. Skills menu, press K to access it. Spend at least 1 skill point a skill to get access to the next one in the chain. Okay, so let's okay, that's fine. Let's press K. Start with Vivian. So her sort of skill trees look like Kill Assist. When Vivian witnesses another Thorn bring an enemy to near death, she can finish them off with her Kill Assist reflex. So again, like you got the Scramble or the Overwatch, this is a reflex skill. Trigger the action to switch to Vivian's view so she can do the rest. That's an interesting one. She's also got Hologram, so she can toss a hologram to distract enemies for as long as it lasts. Could be useful. And the utility, which seems to be the same across each of them, you can increase their health by 50 HP. Which seems like a bit of a boring one, to be honest. Kill Assist sounds pretty cool. Or Hologram to distract. I'm going to go Kill Assist. Why not? So you kind of hold it down to fill it up. Then it opens up a couple of other possibilities. Next time you get a skill point, so you've got Assistant Manager. Kill Assist. When Vivian kills a Rifter with Kill Assist, she's awarded an additional 5 AP on her next turn. That's pretty cool. When Vivian kills a Rifter, her health is... or she heals 50 HP is pretty good as well. Or when she does it, she immediately reloads. Ooh, because it costs 10 AP to reload her rifle. That's pretty cool. That one. That's probably what I would go for. Is that one going to cost 3 to... or that it's got like an ultimate, I expect. Oh, okay, and once you pick one of these, it's going to have sort of other things that kind of alter its function a little bit as well. I imagine these are either or. I could be wrong. But let's have a look. Dylan. Dylan's got Proximity Punch. When an enemy gets too close on their turn, he can knock them out with his Proximity Punch reflex. Okay, I haven't seen a lot of enemies get too close into melee range yet, but there might be melee enemies that do. Or he's got a taunt to get enemies to focus on him. Or again, 50 HP. Let's take the Proximity Punch, because we might get into enemies that want to get really up close and personal. It can inflict bleed. It can deploy blinding smoke around him, so make any subsequent attacks on him harder to pull off, I expect. Or 50 HP heal. And then we got Leo. So Leo, when Leo witnesses his allies become suppressed by enemy attacks, he can retaliate with his covering fire reflex. Okay, I'm less sure about the functionality of that one. I'm sure it's okay. Or he can give 10 AP to another Thorn for them to use. If it was... You can refund tiers. Tell you what, let's have a look at what that opens up, because I'm wondering if that can become like an additional AP rather than coming from his pool. When he donates AP, any negative status effects the targeted Thorn has are removed. It can also be a heal, which is kind of cool. Or weapon damage up. I mean, it's okay, but I'm going to refund that. I'm going to look at what the covering fire upgrades to. When Leo shoots with covering fire, the targeted Rifter is inflicted with the paralyzed leg status, so it kind of freezes them in place, probably for a period of time. Inflicted with you can set them on fire, or paralyzed arms, so maybe like to disable their weapons. Yeah, I don't mind that. Let's go down to dine out. Oh, okay. No, Teal, we will take that one then. Yeah. Okay, so that's that. Yeah. Okay, I was just checking that looks okay. It looks okay to me, so let's come out of that. Alright, well, we're here now. Who's our leader? Dylan's our leader. It doesn't really matter. They're all snipers in this level now, which is interesting. Let's have a look around where we are. Oh, what we got? Beginning a run. Okay, so this is where I said it's kind of a bit roguelike. At the beginning of each run, the items to choose from are random. Initial items include weapons, frags, and bandages. Explore the city to discover new gear, weapons, and weapon mods. On nearing discoverable items, question marks are added to the map. When collected, they are added to the random pool for future runs. Oh, okay, that's interesting. So there are unlockables, again, sort of tying in with that sort of roguelike thing. Actually, the map is looking like the... Yeah, okay. So that map we were looking at before going to the mission, that was for the whole area. That wasn't for different things around the city. Okay, I get that now. Required tools. Some items are located behind incrustations and out of reach. They can't be collected until specific abilities are required. Okay. So we've got this incrustation here. We're going to this hotel to grab something that can get rid of that. What did it actually say? Hailstorm. Oh, it's got a rare mod in there. Something coming out of this cannon. Is that anything? Inspect.
I wonder, when the dome comes down, will we go back to killing it?
In the codex, what do you... okay, there's quite a lot here. I'm not going to read all this now. When I come to play the full game on the channel, I tell you what, I probably will spend a bit of time going through these codex entries, but let's not worry too much about it right now.
I think we can fire this thing?
We just need a few cannonballs, some gunpowder, and a way to get the rifts to stand in front of it for 5 minutes while we load it.
I'm just trying to think outside of the box, like I told my students.
So we've also got stuff behind here. I did get as far as trying to lob a couple of grenades onto this stuff, see if I could move it, but you can't. So it's going to be another way to get around this somehow. That I'm not immediately seeing. So if we look at the map. Oh yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, so it's marked certain things on there then. That's cool. I guess I'm going to leave this for now, because I don't see a way... I'm not getting like any kind of icon for mantling over it or anything. So we'll come back. We'll come back to that. Let's go around and explore up here. This is as far as I've got, so I haven't got any
That's
further
some
past this
high-quality
point.
scrap metal. Think I could make something useful out of it. If, you know.
If we live through the day? Yeah, cheery.
Let's back it up then.
So I guess there's like a crafting system, which I haven't interacted with in any way, shape or form yet, so we'll come to that at some point. That's the hotel. I kind of want to walk around the environs first and just get a feel for what we've got out here before we go into the mission area. What's up there? Oh, it's frozen people, I think, up there. Yeah. Let's go down this way and have a little look-see. Heat levels, okay. In the city, completed combat encounters raise the Thorn's heat level. When the heat level reaches a new threshold, more or tougher enemies are deployed. So I guess ideally you want to kind of avoid combat encounters until you're like ready to face tougher enemies, basically. Hotel brochure. A brochure for the Grand Ragosa Hotel that highlights certain upgrades made, including a spa. Lovely.
The hotel architect was from my city. Did you know that?
I took my class to the Ragosa Hotel once, for the Model Conclave of Nations.
That's a conference, yeah? Where kids pretend they're delegates from every country and solve all the world's problems?
We won the Golden Gavel, best delegation.
How much did you bribe the judges?
I gave my students the confidence to speak up, made them feel smart enough.
Did they solve world peace?
Well, sure. Fixed world hunger, too.
You think we're the only Thorns left? There were so many when we...
Yeah, see, when I open the codex, it kind of just goes into the main thing, so I don't know exactly what it's pointing me to.
You ever wonder why we are the last ones alive?
Because even dumber things happen every day.
You don't think we were chosen?
If we were, I don't think they put a lot of thought into it.
I like to think what happens has a meaning.
Common mistake. I thought you'd have figured that out by now.
I haven't seen any enemies yet. Just wondering if there's a reason to kind of climb up here. I mean, it's defensible. But I don't know if there's anything to collect there. It's big, this map. It's a lot bigger than I was expecting. I guess... Where are we? Oop. I mean, I imagine I'm sort of... Oh, is that another... Does it show us on this map? I think probably that is us. I think we're getting towards the end of the explorable area this direction. Wonder if they'll say something like, oh, we don't want to go that way or something. There'll be something physically blocking us. Could be this.
The harvesters leave some pretty big holes behind.
I've got a theory.
Of course you do.
What if Elixium didn't come from our planet?
What?
What if Rift's just stored it here?
Like for safekeeping?
Funny how nobody knew it was there.
All the people in charge, they knew.
We've got some stuff's got yellow paint on it. I don't know if that means it's interactable or if it's something that's got yellow paint on it. I don't know. I'm guessing it's probably the latter.
What a dump. This is where you kept citizen records.
We had a lovely city hall. Till your guys blew it up.
This is...
Is something we can open?
was
Oh,
for refugees. People were moving around a lot during the war. But yeah, it is kind of a dump.
there's a wall I could break there. I don't currently have any way of doing that. I need to do it from that direction, really. What's this? Scrap. Oh, okay. Oh, I could do it now. Let's make sure no one's going to get hit by it. It's on fire. Is that? I'm hoping that fire will. Oh, okay, it's burned out. There we go. I can't get. Yeah, I can't get through there. We got. Okay, I got another one there, but we can go upstairs here. It's locked. Ooh, I wasn't expecting like indoor areas to explore in the city like this. That's kind of cool. I see myself spending a lot of time just poking my nose into various corners. I don't need to shoot the lock off it, so I'll avoid doing that in case we draw any attention. I don't think we would, but you know, why run the risk, huh? Okay, that's locked. What is that? There's a ladder up there. I wonder if there's a way to get around. Well, let's quite a lot of fire down there. There it goes. Not over here. A radio. Okay. So, in terms of getting any further... Oh, there's another. There's another ladder, another stairs. Move that? No. Can't get around that. Huh. Oh, there's... Oh, can we get on that scaffolding? Somehow. I think you would need... I don't think any of my characters have grenades, do they? As if we... I don't even know with a grenade if we'd be able to. I guess we'll chalk that one up for now. I mean, it's possibly something that's going to be persistent, and maybe you can sort of come back in other runs and stuff and maybe get to slightly different corners. I'm not sure. Definitely cool though. So can I get into other buildings? Oh, God, you can. I wonder how many I've just wandered past that I could have gone in. I wonder if this might give me an angle on something I can shoot in the other building. I can't mantle over that. I could potentially shoot something. Where's that? I don't know. It looks like scrap. Again, if I had a grenade, I could lob it there. I don't. Could remove an incrustation there. This is really cool. I'm enjoying this. This is a lot more involved than I was expecting in terms of the exploration stuff, which I do enjoy. Wondering if any of these could give you an angle into anything you could shoot in there to open up. I mean, that does have an incrustation on it as well. We can have a look in here. Couldn't see anything up any of these things that was lootable, but I kind of wish I'd tried all the doors I'd gone past now. Maybe it was just that building.
They're here, and they're not here. Where do you think their souls are?
Everybody froze the same time the dome went up. You think, if it ever comes down...
They come back, obviously.
Or they go poof. We don't know. We don't know anything. We don't even know what it's made out of.
They come back. They have to come back.
Look at the map. So where have we got to? Whoa, yeah, so we started here, I went there, and then I've kind of gone around there, which gives you an indication of how big this map actually is. And it's pretty huge. So that's why it's adding stuff. So I reckon we're going to be coming back in other occasions, maybe pushing into slightly different areas. And that's really cool. So what I think we'll do is, I think we'll leave it there for now. But I'm going to come back next time, tomorrow, for another episode. And yeah, we'll just continue exploring the city, maybe get into the hotel eventually. I mean, if this is just... I mean, it might make sense to do the hotel first if we can get this device, and it might help the exploration a bit, but that might just be the end of the mission as well. But maybe it is worth just exploring as much of the city as possible, just to get as many of those sort of item icons that we can, so it kind of alerts us to stuff we can discover later. So yeah, well, I'm going to come back and do a bit more of that. So hopefully you've enjoyed this first look at Every Day We Fight. I think this is looking really good fun, really promising. I'm looking forward to playing the early access when it comes out. As I said, we're going to come back tomorrow and play a bit more of the preview though, so do join me then if you're interested in seeing any more. If you enjoyed this, if you could hit that like button, that'd be fantastic. Leave me a comment as well, let me know your thoughts on this. Is it something that you'd like to see me play more of on the channel? Feedback's always very gratefully received. And if you're watching this and still not subscribed to the channel, if you could do that, that'd be amazing. So thanks very much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.